I'm ESPN.com college football insider Travis Haney, and these are my picks for week 5 of the season. How are we already at week 5? College game day in East Lansing this week for Ohio State at Michigan State. Maybe a little bit of luster lost off this game because Michigan State loses to Notre Dame at home a couple of weeks ago, but still a key game in that conference race, especially for the Spartans, considering the Buckeyes are not available, not eligible for the postseason. Braxton Miller on the road, yeah, he's eligible for the Heisman. I want to see how he plays against that Michigan State defensive front. William Golston, you know, he'd like to get his hands on Braxton Miller, but I think Miller's playmaking ability combined with that defensive front for Ohio State is enough. John Simon, Jonathan Hankins, good enough to stop Le'Veon Bell. Michigan State offensively hasn't shown that it has anything else. So give me Ohio State on the road at Michigan State. The second game, we go down the road to Tennessee at Georgia. Tennessee struggled a little bit last week with Akron at home. Really struggled in the second half against Florida the week before. Georgia playing extremely well, 48-3 last week against Vanderbilt. This defense is playing well for Georgia. It's going to play even better because it should get back this week. Safety Bakari Rambo and linebacker Alec Ogletree, they've been suspended for the first 4 games. Mark Richt still mum on them, but they're expected back. They're going to play either this week or next week. Tennessee's struggling right now. I think Tennessee has to really hold it together, especially defensively against a Georgia unit that's getting better as well. Todd Gurley has maybe been a little bit better than expected. Malcolm Brown starting to play better at the receiver position. Georgia at home is not going to lose this game. They're going to keep it set up for that huge SEC East game next week, Georgia at South Carolina. The third game, Big 12, Texas, its first road test. I know it's played at Ole Miss, but the first road test in league play at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State really kind of shot itself in the foot by going to Arizona and giving up in the 50s to the Wildcats. Home against Texas, can it play better against a Texas offense that's trying to improve on the fly? David Ash been much better this season taking care of the ball. They're running the ball. They're playing kind of like an SEC team with Joe Bergeron and Malcolm Brown. Jonathan Gray starting to get involved as well. So I like Texas on the road. Wes Lunt probably not going to play in this game. Hasn't practiced much. Probably not going to practice much this week either. Suffering from a collarbone injury. He should be back soon enough. They're going to get better, but Texas, this is a big statement game for them. West Virginia at home next week, OU in Dallas the following week. I'm Travis Haney, and those are your picks for week 5.